If you've ever tried to screen record in Pro Tools and you ended up with either no audio or audio playing, but your microphone is inaccessible, I have the setup for you. Today, I'm going to show you all of my routing. You will have to download OBS Screen Recorder. It's free, as well as BlackHole 2-channel. I'll put the links to those below. For my setup, I'm using the Apogee Symphony Desktop interface, and I'm on a Mac computer. This is kind of a complex setup, but once you get it going, it's so worth it. I'm having a lot of fun making videos where I can record vocals as I'm making the video. So save a link to this video and return to it when you need to. So first things first, let's set up OBS. Let's go to Preferences. You actually want all of these devices disabled. Then over here in Sources, you want to set your input to audio input capture. So you'll click plus and find that here. You can double click on this to get the settings, and you're gonna have it set to BlackHole 2-channel. So obviously install that first. Hit OK. Display capture is gonna be separate. So go ahead and click plus and find display capture to add that device. The default settings should be fine. Cool. Now over here, you should see the audio input capture, and it should be the only audio input here. If you see something else, it's probably being stubborn. You just have to go back to preferences, go back to your audio and see if one of these accidentally is still enabled and disable it. If it's still there after you do that, I would just quit OBS, restart it, and it should be gone. Cool. Next program, we're gonna go into our Mac system preferences and find your sound settings. This is probably pretty similar on Windows. Set your input and your output to your interface. So mine's set to Symphony Desktop, done. Next, audio MIDI setup. This is the part that a lot of people get a little freaked out by, but go to, you can just find that here, audio MIDI setup. There you go. There's your utility app. You are going to make a new aggregate device. I've already made mine. I named it Pro Tools OBS, but I'll just show you the process of making a new one. So I'll hit plus, create aggregate device. Okay. Then I'm going to select my interface and BlackHole 2-channel. I'm going to set drift correction to for the BlackHole 2-channel. And then I'm going to make sure my clock source is Symphony Desktop, not BlackHole. Sample rate, I recommend 48K. I'm gonna tell you something right now that you're gonna probably run into. If you get this all set up, you do a video, it's all wonderful. Next week, you come do another video and something just isn't working. Check your audio devices because sometimes it stops recognizing your interface. It might be clicked to like an offline device. I just did this and it was showing Symphony Desktop grayed out, but then there was another Symphony Desktop on the list. So I just clicked that and then unclicked the offline device, hit my drift correction on BlackHole one more time, and it fixed it. And that's it for audio MIDI setup. Now we can go into Pro Tools. Let's open a session, and we're gonna go to Setup, Playback Engine, and we're gonna make sure that we select the device that we just made. Oh, and if you didn't do it, click on this to name it, and name it whatever you want. Just make sure when you come back to Pro Tools, you select it in the playback engine. It's seeing just aggregate device because that's unnamed. Pro Tools OBS is what mine is called. Okay, this is where it gets a little funky. Now, create a new auxiliary track, stereo aux track. Okay, I'm gonna name it OBS. And then let's go to our setup I/O. Basically, BlackHole is acting like a cable that plugs into Pro Tools and then into OBS. So we need to find out what that cable is named. If you peek at your audio MIDI setup, the BlackHole 2-channel outputs are orange. It's 11 and 12. So for me, it's output 11, 12. Now, I just ran into an issue. I don't know what happened. If you don't see 11 and 12 there, you might have to create your own path, which is not difficult. But if you don't even see out 11, 12 first, I would try selecting these all and deleting all the outputs. That's such a scary thing to do. And then click default. So it is making that for me, but it was giving me problems when I clicked OK and I wanted to assign, oh, now it's deciding to show up. I wasn't seeing out 11, 12 here, and I did find a way to fix that. So if this is happening to you, hopefully it's not, you would just go to IO on your output tab, make a new path, one stereo output type path, create it, and then you would drag these LRs to be under channel 1112, and then rename this something like OBS and leave everything else as is. When I hit OK, it's going to yell at me because we can't have two people occupying one set of paths. So anyway, I just would unclick that one and let this one be the one. But since it's showing up for me, I'm going to not do that. So what we're going to do is pick an input bus for our new auxiliary track. I'm going to choose 4142, and then I'm going to make a send that goes out channel 1112. So we're actually sending it out of Pro Tools entirely into the BlackHole 2 channel, which carries it to OBS. Make sure you put this send fader all the way up. Cool. Now, this is the part that annoys me the most. We have to basically send all of our outputs that are normally output 1 and 2, which is our speakers, to output 4142 so that OBS can carry it all the way out to the screen record. So here's my record track. I'm going to also make sure my input, I'm on channel 2. My input is my microphone, and I'm going out bus 4142. When I click record, aha, we've got sound from my microphone. Perfect. We're also going to want to make sure everything else makes it to the screen record. So like my instrumental, I'm going to send those out 4142. See how this is the annoying part, but it's so worth it once you get it all going. Sending all my vocal chains out bus 4142. All my audio tracks, they can still go through their normal buses to the vocal chain tracks, and then they go out the vocal chain tracks to our OBX aux. I'm also going to send my effects and my master out 4142. We should also go over to OBS and we should see our mic is working. Yay! And that is it. And now I'm free to record. Yeah. This is my song. All right. Yay! Yeah. This is my song. Okay. This has been so annoying to me for like years, but I finally figured it out. Once you have this set up, you pretty much don't need to do any maintenance. OBS will probably remember your settings. And then the only issue I run into is audio MIDI setup for some reason not finding the interface. So if something isn't working, come check audio MIDI setup. Just make sure it's still on Symphony Desktop or your interface. BlackHole 2 channel has drift correction on. Your clock source is your interface. 48, this should all be good. Pro Tools is, I did switch it to the high. Playback engine. My input output channels are all good. My record track, my mic is set to the input that my mic is plugged into. Mine is an input 2 right now. Going out to our auxiliary, which is input 4142, and then the send is the output cable of BlackHole, and then sending all of everything else to this same output. It's basically acting like our new mix bus that we're just sending it all the way out to OBS. And when I stop recording, we'll have all that audio from the microphone. Other than that, the only main concern you should have is where your screen record will be saved, which you can find under Preferences, Output, Recording, Recording Path. This is where I have my files being saved to. Everything else should be good as default. All right, I hope this helped. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you can find this video again when you're ready to film, and check out this playlist for helpful recording tutorials.